Hello. Remember the story in the Bible about David fighting the giant Goliath? Can you imagine how it must have looked to all of the Israelite soldiers as David walked alone in the middle of the battlefield to fight Goliath? Here was an entire army that was afraid of one man. Yet David went alone to fight him. I imagine some of them said, "What a fool." And others probably said things like, "That poor kid, he's going to his death." And yet, David walked right out there and without a moment's hesitation put a stone in his slingshot and killed Goliath. When David went to face Goliath, the Bible tells us in 1 Samuel 17, verse number 45. Then David said to the Philistine, "You come to me with a sword, and with a spear, and a javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the army of Israel, whom you have defied." Notice, David said, "I come to you in the name of the Lord." He wasn't relying on his own strength or his own ability to sling a stone with a slingshot. No, he was completely relying upon Almighty God. He knew that through God, he could do mighty things. In this life, we face many things that hinder or keep us from doing what is right, and from completely giving our lives to God. We're afraid of what others might think. We're afraid of what it might cost us. We're afraid of what we might have to give up or lose out on. However, like David, in facing Goliath, we can find strength and the ability to continue on in spite of the circumstances by simply placing our complete faith in God. The psalmist wrote in Psalm 23 verse number 4, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me." Even though I am facing the most terrible of evil, that of death, I don't have to fear anything, because God is with me. We have nothing to be afraid of when we obey and trust Him. Don't give in to the fear of this world or this life. Find your complete strength and help in God alone. He alone is able to help you accomplish what He wants with your life. when we try to look this life alone, without God, that is when we have much to be afraid of. David knew exactly where to go when he needed help. He wrote in Psalm 121, verses 1 and 2, I will lift up my eyes to the mountains. From where shall my help come? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. He said his help comes from the Creator of heaven and earth. We also can find in Him alone our strength today and every day. So walk as close to Him as you possibly can get, and you never have to worry about anything. Thank you.